it's like 50-50 with people that are in your position, but like, was there ever a time that you wanted to completely separate yourself from Austin and Ally and like you just didn't want to associate with it?
I think that, of course, there's baggage that comes with it, right? Yeah. Of course, there's like a big old like stamp that's on your face that's like, you're this kind of brand. And, you know, you kind of know that going in. I was 14, 15 going in, but I also like had been in the business already 10 years. So I feel like I fully understood the implication of what I was doing, right? I knew that after the show, it's going to be hard. People are going to look at you a certain way, but it's going to give you this platform. And a big reason why I did the show was I was playing a songwriter and I wanted to do music so much. And this was like my opportunity to kind of mix those two worlds together. So that was, you know, I was getting way less pay than I was getting on a network show or any of that stuff. But any of that stuff like didn't matter. I was also able to still go to the school at the same time because as a teenager, 14, 15, especially as a young girl, like you're going to have a hard time working if you're not graduated early and, you know, working adult hours. And I didn't have to do that on the show. And I was so thankful for that. And everyone was very, very supportive of that, which I really appreciated. But yeah, there's a baggage. There is, for the rest of your life, you're going to be known partly because of this thing. And I'm so proud of Austin and Ally. I'm so grateful for the experience. I like love the people who are a part of it, which sometimes not everyone can say, which makes me sad for them. I like feel like we lucked out with the people that we had, and I'm so, so grateful for it. Do I feel like, sometimes it feels a bit harder to grow because people really want to keep you in that box? Yeah. Of course. A big thing I decided this year, which was also scary. It was a year of scary choices and just leaning in. I took all of the songs off my Spotify page, which was like really scary because of course it gives you like a certain number of monthly listeners. Yeah. And I was almost at 1 million earlier this year because I, you know, few different playlists and different things. And then I felt very just like stuck because constantly my, you know, top 10 were these songs. And I was like, I those don't represent me. These aren't the newer songs that really represent me. So I was like, I'm going to take them off. I also, you know, I've been trying for a long time, but was able to like talk to a few people about like putting my character name as the artist instead of my name. And it was really scary because all of a sudden I saw all these, you know, listeners necessarily like drop and not be there anymore. But it also felt right because it didn't represent me musically, and it didn't feel right to have it represent me musically. And I feel like on an Amazon Music, on any of these platforms, I want to make sure that I'm being represented, you know, accurately.
Yeah. And also like, you want to be represented. You want people to see you as you. And like, I get a lot of respect, a lot of appreciation for that. Yeah, terrifying.
Scary, yeah.
But you gotta shed some old to bring in the new, you know?
You do, yeah. And I'll always like, I will never shy away from the show and like talking about the show because I do love it and I'm still so grateful to be a part of it. But of course there are times when I feel like frustrated and stuck because it was years ago and I am a different person and I have grown from that. And I do feel like I had to strategize my career because of that, rather than if I didn't have that, I probably would be making different decisions.
Genuinely a blessing and a curse.
It is. But most of the time more of a blessing than a curse. But then there are plenty of times when I feel more of the curse vibes. And
I even love seeing pictures of you and Ross these days when you guys get to meet up and post. I'm like, that's great.
He's the best.
Yeah.
He is the best, truly. Just one of the loveliest people. I feel that with Caleb and Rainey too. I want us all to hang out forever and ever and ever.
Really good group of people. You're right. Really like very unique and different, where everybody just got along.
It was just, so good.
Healthy.
It is funny though. Sometimes when we get together all together, I do sometimes like feel like I revert back to who I was at, it's like, it's totally. Truly a family vibe. Like when I don't know if you ever feel this way hanging out with your family. When you are with your family, you sometimes just revert back to like the 11-year-old self that you were, where you're like, wait, I am a grown-ass adult, man. I am so much more than that. So sometimes we hung out all together back in March. And I will say I had like flashbacks. I was like, wait, I am a different person than I was when I was 15, but all of a sudden I feel my 15-year-old tendencies coming out, which is a little strange.
Yeah.
But that's like a vulnerable, real relationship. That it's hard to duplicate, Those don't always come in your life.
No, 100% not.
I really appreciate you being here.
Thank you guys so much for having me.
Absolutely.
I also appreciate you being honest and sharing your story through an album and giving it the right tender love and care and creating an actual body of work that is substantive and real. Like it's an experience to listen to.
Well, I appreciate all of those words. I truly love you guys so much. I also am just like always love, not even getting interviewed by you, but even watching your interviews always. Like I feel like they're so honest, they're so beautiful, they're so thoughtful. And I was really excited when I got the call to like do this. So I was like, yes.
Come back. You can come back anytime, literally all the time. You have an open door policy here, and I appreciate you and love you very much, and you're really special, and yeah, you're fucking awesome.
You're fucking awesome.
We're sorry for messing up your lunch plans.
I know.
Yeah.
It's okay. We're gonna do another day. So
you'll figure it out.
It's gonna be great.
Yeah, the Zach Sang Show waits for no one. Just kidding. We actually wait for everybody. There's a link in the description below. You can listen to all Laura's music. It's waiting for you on Amazon Music. I really appreciate you.
I appreciate you guys. Thank you, Amazon Music. Thank you, everybody. Have a beautiful day.
Laura Marano, everybody.